what's going, why am I spending $200 and something a week to fill up my SUV? Why do I gotta spend all this money at the grocery store? Because hey, I should have took a picture when I went to the store, but I know y'all seen it. Y'all done been in the store. Why is the chicken that's split, not the big chicken breast, but the chicken breast that's split? Like it might be like 3 chicken breasts in there, split it in half. Why that shit $11 when that stuff used to be like $5 to $4? Why? Tell me why.
You know what I'm talking about, babe? Yeah. Now it's time for me to...
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, hey. And if you're new here, welcome. If you clicked on the video, then you want to hear, you want to hear my opinion on these subjects. So if you haven't already, because we're going to get right straight into this. If you haven't already, got your snack, got your drink, got your herbal essence, whatever you do, then you need to go ahead and get that stuff. Period. Okay, so today I'm drinking Kool-Aid, hood shit. Before I started recording, I had stopped at Timmy Chan's. If you're from Houston, you know about Timmy Chan's. With the same outfit on is because I'm recording multiple videos. So today is recording day. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, if I didn't say that already, you need to subscribe to the channel. If you like my vibe, you like my energy, you like what I bring, you like what you see, you like me, you like my hair, you like my nails, you like whatever. I talk with my hands, you like whatever. Subscribe to the channel. Oh, another thing, if y'all hear some like bells, I have a cat too. Jesus, I got a whole freaking, my cat is like right here, like on the other side of my camera. And he need to find some business. That's what he need to do. He need to lay down and stop moving. But if y'all hear like the little bell, it's him. But anyway, let me get to just get to the subject at hand. She cusses. If you don't like cussing, click off the video. Don't leave me no comment and tell me about no. And also in this video, I want y'all to really interact in the comment section. This is unpopular opinion. So if you don't agree with certain things, or if you feel a certain way about something, if you have a opinion about whatever I'm talking about, these little, I think I got 7, 8 things I want to kind of run across. I want the comments to go up. So if you like whatever, you know what to do. Okay, first thing I want to talk about, let's get into, the first thing I want to get into is modern day. Oh, I'm looking at my laptop. I'm looking at my laptop. So the first thing I want, if you keep seeing me look down or whatever, the first thing I want to talk about is modern day parenting versus old school parenting and what I think about it. So I had this whole talk to myself. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I be riding. When I was getting my food, I was riding. I was thinking about how parenting today versus parenting back in the day is completely different. I feel like it's a few people who still kind of parent like old school way, but modern day parenting is completely different. Like, I remember if my teacher called home or called my mama, call home period, whatever, daddy at work, whatever, I knew as soon as I step in the door, I'm finna get my ass towed up. So I feel like these kids don't have that type of fear. Like, they just do whatever they want. It's so much freedom. Like, kids cussing out their parents, talking back to their parents. They do a lot. And it's just like the parent, and it's my generation. I feel like, cause I'm 38, like I told you, I'm 38, and I have 2 kids. Kids will try you naturally. Like, they're gonna try you. They're gonna try to see how far they can take things. They're gonna see how far they can go with things. But I feel like now, kids do things that when I was a kid that I could never do or never say. Like, I could not, my daughters try to say stuff back to me, but I get on them as soon as they do it. Like, if they talk back or say anything, I get on them. I don't let shit slide. I do talk to them more than beat the hell out of them. That's the only difference between back then and, I guess as far as I'm saying, how I was raised, cause I'm talking about me. That's what I'm talking about me. So, I kind of listen more to my kids, and I try to hear what they saying, but I also be it's a respect thing. You can't just say anything. I had to do something. My neighbor music is loud as hell. Like, I'm so sorry if y'all can hear that shit. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's real loud. He got that shit loud. And he got the whole thing going on. Garage up, music blasting. He got it. I just looked out the window. He doing a lot out there. But anyway, I don't know what the hell I was saying. Cause I had to do something. I'm sorry. Okay. I think I remember. I was like, okay, this is what I was trying to say. You remember how, like, in the 80s kids, the kids that in some 90s, but my generation, I'm talking about, you know, I'm 38, so anybody between the age of like 40 and like 30 and 40, we're gonna say that little gap, the 80s. If you remember when you was a kid, you know, if you did something wrong and a parent saw you, or anybody, parent, auntie, anybody, they reprimand you. Now you can't reprimand kids because they parents ready to fight you, even if they know the kid is in the wrong. You can't do that no more. So I feel like nowadays everybody think their kid is like the best star student, the best star everything. The kid don't do no wrong. If you say something to them, they want to fight you, this and the other. So I feel like that's the downfall of the generation, because back in the day, like, anybody could say anything. Like, kids wasn't running around here cussing. Now, we was cussing, yes. I not oblivious. We was cussing, yes. But we wasn't cussing where teachers was hearing us or our parents could catch us cussing. We was sneaking and cussing. They probably had an inkling, but they didn't hear us. Like, now these kids outside and they cussing you out. Like, kids is cussing grown people out. Little kids, like 10-year-olds cussing. I was at my daughter's school and for her field day, and this little 5th grader, he was cussing and he took this little girl money, and I walked smooth up over there because I was watching him, and I was like, give her money and watch your mouth, because he seen that I saw him cuss, and he told me, I'm so sorry. He kept telling me he was sorry that he don't do that, but then all the people around me was like, he does do that. He cuss out teachers. He do this, that, and the other. And then he told a teacher that I was watching him, because I ever since, like, when I seen him doing that, I kept watching him. I'm like, I'm gonna just watch him, because they don't have that no more. Like, people don't care. Parents don't care. They let their kids do everything. Technology's taking over. It just bothers me that you'll give your kid a tablet, like a 5-year-old a tablet, to make them be quiet, or a 3-year-old, instead of doing something with them. So I had a problem with that. So that's why I'm like, if you feel like some type of way about any of this, what I'm talking about as far as the parenting versus old school versus new, the modern day parent, because that's what I call myself, a modern day parent, because I parent a lot different than my parents did. And I feel like a lot of people do that. They kind of, I won't say my parents, because I'm gonna say this. My parents probably parented the way they was taught from their parents. And I feel like sometimes, you know, we take a little bit of that and we try to incorporate that into what we do or what we won't do. We take from, I think that's the modern day parent. We took from what our parents would do, some things, because like some things, you know, you'd be like, well, if I walked in the room and it was a whole bunch of adults in the room, my mom would be like, go find something to do. This grown-ups like in here, you know, I already knew, like, I'm not going to be sitting up under my parents while they talking with they friends, or I'm not going to be in the room with my parents if I know that it's a whole bunch of grown-ups. Like, they going to tell me go in my room or go outside and play or do something like that. But now parents have their kids around while they having grown-up conversations, or kids be so grown, they be talking grown, they do all this because of the environment they in. So I have an issue with that. And, you know, we all ain't perfect. I know we ain't perfect, but that's one thing that be bothering me. And I kind of was on this subject way too long, longer than I wanted to be. But if you got an opinion about that, leave a comment down below on your opinion about parenting now and what you think bothers you about modern day parents versus old school parenting. Okay. And going right into the next thing, because I feel like this play a whole part too, is social media. I feel like social media, I don't know. I don't think that social media is good for people's mental state health. I get it. you know, it's a good platform to be informative about things that's going on socially, as far as like around the world and things like that. But as far as like as a people, I don't feel like social media is good. I feel like it's a slow spiral down to destruction, as far as kids seeing what grown people doing on. So everything is so easily accessible for children. Nothing is censored anymore. Everything is out and kids can see everything. Even when they're not old enough to have social media, their parents making them social medias when they babies and shit. I think that social media in some parts, now I know it's good parts of it, and I know it's, but I'm talking about the side that's not good. I'm talking about the things that kids shouldn't, because I don't feel like social media is for children. I think kids don't need to be on no social media. I don't think kids need to have a social media. I think that it's too much out here that kids just see, and I get it. Kids gonna learn it from their friends, just like how we learn stuff from our friends, but it's so different now. It's like, what's the purpose of a kid having it? Then they get on here and they get bullied, then they want to kill it. Y'all know where I'm going with it. I just don't think that it's a good idea. So I don't agree with, and I think that social media is detrimental to mental health. Like, people really like out here trying to off theyself. We ain't gonna say the word because I don't want my video get taken down, but they're off for likes, or because they're not popular, or because something might have went wrong, and then people out here criticizing them because they put their whole life on social media, and then they don't like the comments that people saying or the things that they saying. And not, it's a whole lot. I think leave a comment. I'm trying to think about that. What do you feel about, is social media good for your mental health? I don't think it is, especially if you're not a strong-minded person. If you feel like you got to be on social media to uplift yourself as far as your confidence and your confidence. Like, if you need social media to feel confident, what you need to work on yourself. Social media shouldn't define if you need to know that you're a beautiful person, and I'm not, or a handsome man, or if your soul is pure, or if you're a good person because you got to post when you do a good deed for people. Like, leave a comment. All right, let's get into the next one. The next one is, why do people, I just have a problem with people. I had just talked about this with my boyfriend. He kind of like touched on it a little bit, but how we were talking about like how people like really be idolizing like these celebrities. Like, people be like idolizing the fuck or worshiping like these celebrities. Like, why do they do that? Like, I never was the type of person that ever like be like infatuated with a celebrity, like as far as like where I'm like obsessively following them and like I gotta know everything about what they doing, how they breathe, if they coughed last night, or if they had COVID. I need to know what's going on. It's people out here that really like idolize the hell, and it's like obsessive almost. I don't like that. I think that is fucking weird, and ain't nothing I could do to stop that shit, but I just think that shit is weird. And y'all tell me what y'all think about that. Next thing, because I told you I want to do this quick. The next thing I want to get into is another social media thing. Why do people be lying, capping hard? Why do they be capping hard on social media? Like, why do people go? I've seen this, and this is why I want to say this. Have y'all ever seen somebody stand in front of a car? They done got out of a whole nother car, because I didn't seen this before. Got out of a whole nother car and see like a nice luxury car, like a BMW or a Mercedes or whatever, and stand in front of it and take a picture. Why they do that? Like, I hate when people cap for the fucking internet. I hate that shit. I hate when people act like they got a big lavish fucking house or beautiful cars, and they leasing the cars, or they renting that house. It ain't their house. Or they have to post every single thing they buy on social media. I hate that shit. It's annoying as fuck. I hate it. That's another thing. Like, I don't really be on the social media like that. Like, I'm on YouTube a hell of a lot more than I am on like actual like on Instagram or Facebook and shit. Like, I hardly ever get on it. I have it, but I do makeup, so I got it for that purpose. I post my work, and then I get clients or whatever the case is. But I don't like to go on it and just like accumulate my time. So, cause people be on that bitch lying, like it's so annoying. I get so annoyed. I just get off. I get annoyed. Like they be doing way too much. Motherfuckers, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I know somebody, and I already know they ain't gonna watch this because that's how capped they are. This is somebody I know, and this person will lie about cars, can't drive, don't have a driver's license, don't have nothing. 30 years old, 30 plus. I ain't gonna say the age of this person, but the person is 30 plus years old, don't have a driver's license. Can get a driver's license, but won't get one. But be in cars, in different cars, acting like it's their car. Excuse me. This person also, well, pretend because they don't own shit, will post a long paragraph on fucking social media and say, oh my God, I just bought a house and I'm so blessed and da 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 da. And thank you, Father, for this, that, and the other. Whole time, that ain't your house, sis. It ain't yours. You don't own the house. It's not your house. But you think that because these people don't know you like that. I know. I don't be saying, I just don't even like the shit. I wish that they would fucking put a thumbs down button on all that shit on Instagram. Well, not Instagram, but Facebook. Put a thumbs down button so I could thumbs down shit because I wouldn't give a damn. I don't say nothing. I just be, and I unfollowed the person. The person, I ain't gonna say who it is because then y'all gonna know too much, but just know I unfollowed them and they requested me again. And I let them follow me again, but I'm about to unfollow that motherfucker again because this shit is annoying. I hate that shit. I don't like people that do that shit. Did so much that I was like, if they take a picture by my car, which that will never happen because they gotta come here. But if they ever took a picture by my car and said it's their car or anything like that, I said, oh, I'm going to fuck off. Let's just move on. Moving on. Let's talk about this. Why is it so hard to date in 2022? Fuck 2022. It's period. Motherfuckers be lying out here in these streets, be catfishing your ass, be having you thinking that they look like a certain way and then they don't even look like the way they look, or they live in a certain way, or they brag about. I hate that shit too. Like, don't brag. Like, just be about your shit. Like, you ain't got to brag. Be about your shit. But why do people do that? Like, I don't understand the dating market. I don't understand. Like, why can't you just, I am out. I'm here to find my husband. I say that all the time. Like, I'm not dating. I don't date anyway. I have a boyfriend anyway. And he know already, like, it's an end goal in this. Like, marriage is the end goal. Like, we talk about it. We've had our discussions about it. But my end goal, I was married before and I enjoy marriage. And I feel like if I'm already doing all of the things like a married person, why can't I be married? Like, I want you as my husband. We done did this for a couple years, and we need to find an ending to what we're finna do. So I just don't understand. Like, people don't date for purposes or don't be intentional with dating. And if they are, the other person, I feel like, don't waste somebody's time. If they tell you like, hey, I'm out here and I'm looking for my wife, and you know that you don't want to be married or that you're not trying to do that, like, be honest and just be real. People so fucking phony and fake now. Ain't nobody real no more. And if they are, it's a rare find because people are always telling you things that they think you want to hear. Or that's another thing. Don't tell people shit. Like, you need to be very, very selective in the things that you tell a person in the beginning. Like, tell them the things that you when you want, like, okay, hold on, let me slow down because my brain moving faster than my mouth. When you dating, from my experience, because I only been out here for a couple years, I feel like when you new and you getting to know a person, don't tell them everything. You need to slowly unravel certain things, but you need to also tell them the important things. Like, If you have children, were you married? What's your intention with this person? Where do you see yourself with this person? You need to go through that. And then if you are aligned and y'all are agreeing on things, then move forward into the next phase. I feel like people be wasting people's time. You already know that you just want to smash, and they probably want to be in a relationship, but you playing with her. Because I'm saying her because that's the most of the time that be us. We be the ones who be sitting up here heartbroken and shit because it's but then again, some of us women don't pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to them red flags. Pay attention to shit that happens. If you've been in multiple relationships and you have a pattern of a certain things that keeps happening to you, then you need to, you know the signs. You need to stop that shit early. Don't waste the time. But moving on, just this dating shit is, baby, I just need to be, this nigga need to just wife me up already. I'm trying, cause I don't, like I said, I don't date. I'm only with one person, but from what I have encountered and what I've seen from my friends that are single, that go through little stuff, it's hard out here, man. God damn, it's hard. Okay, y'all. Next thing I want to talk about is this motherfucking, we finna walk right on up. We finna slide. Fuck a walk. We about to slide into a motherfucking recession. Y'all know that, right? It's coming. We finna slide on up. Whatever it is that you trying to do, you trying to get you a house or get whatever you trying to do, we finna slide on up into that motherfucking recession. Everything high. Gas high as hell. Food high. Shit. People that's making good money, me, it's still hard. It's still hard. I be trying to understand, like, what's going, why am I spending $200 and something a week to fill up my SUV? Why do I gotta spend all this money at the grocery store? Because I should have took a picture when I went to the store, but I know y'all seen it. Y'all done been in the store. Why is the chicken that's split, not the big chicken breast, but the chicken breast that's split? Like, it might be like 3 chicken breasts and they split it in half. Why that shit $11 when that stuff used to be like $5 to $4? Why? Tell me why. Why the milk almost $4? And I'm in Texas. That shit ain't never been that goddamn high. We finna slide into a recession, and I ain't even ready. I ain't finna lie. I ain't ready for it at all. This the time where we need a motherfucking stimulus. We need a stimulus like yesterday. Shit. We need you know what I was thinking? And I said this the other day to one of my friends. I was like, man, I said this to a couple people, not just one of my friends. I said this to a couple people, some of my family members too. I was like, man, hey, we was getting stimulus checks like back to back, like motherfucking clockwork. Everybody was popping, capping for the internet and doing all that stuff. I'm like, this is the time where back then too, people needed it because they didn't have jobs and unemployment, this and that. But I'm like, this is the time, like, middle class people hurting. This is a time where if middle class people hurting and the people below middle class hurting and doing all, like, this is the time where we need a stimulus check. We need a stimulus like now. Like, we need help. Motherfuckers need help. That $500, whatever they was giving us for them kids, they need to get that shit again. Like, we need help. Shit. Leave a comment if you feel what I'm saying. High as hell. Gas is high. And I had to put Supreme in my car. I had to put Supreme. I can't put unleaded, regular unleaded. High. Shit. Make me want to. I'm low key. I said I was going to start looking. I'm thinking about getting another vehicle, but I'm like, if it's going to give me the same gas mileage, it don't even matter. But the difference is, like, my car, I have to put Supreme. And if I get a regular car, I could put just regular gas. But I'm like, is that really going to be saving me something? I don't know. Like, I'm thinking about it, though. But anyway, let's move on. Next thing. I don't believe... leave a comment down below. I don't believe that just because you have history with a person, and I'm talking about relationship history, like you've been with a person for 7 years, 5 years, y'all got kids, that you need to stay in a relationship if you're not happy. If you ain't happy, I think you need to go and move around, because all you doing is making yourself miserable. You need to be happy. You need to be feeling peaceful. You need to be, when you walk in your house is your sanctuary, not your fucking chaos where chaotic shit is going on and you ain't got no peace. I feel like you should not stay in something where you're not at peace. It's disturbing your peace. I'm a firm believer on your peace and always mental peace, spiritual peace, physical peace, whatever. I'm a huge believer in that. And I don't think you need to stay in it. I don't give a damn how long you've been with the person. You know, you learn your lesson from that and you move on and you find somebody that's going to treat you better and right and respect your peace. So if you have a, leave a comment. I told y'all, leave a comment. Okay. The other thing with some dating shit. Why is it popular now? Because I see this shit everywhere. Why is it popular now to say that black men won't date black women? And I see that shit everywhere. I see memes about that shit. I know that it's a small few, but you know how like negative shit will like overshadow the positive shit? Of course, we see a lot of black people that's together or whatever, but it's like popular for people to be like, oh, I won't date a black woman because she unruly, she not submissive, that's not all black women. It's a lot of black women that know how to cook, clean, that's submissive, that will let their man lead, that don't care if it's a whole lot. I just hate that it's being popular, what is it called? Popularized? I think that's the word. I don't like that people are like talking about like how all black women, because that's not true. I hate that shit because I'm not one of them, and I know that people work, I do a whole lot. One day y'all gonna see a day in the life of me. Y'all gonna be like, God damn, girl, how you even can record and do all this stuff? I make shit shake. So that's all you gotta do. But I don't like that. I hate seeing that shit. Leave a comment below if y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all seen what I'm talking about. Another thing, and this is gonna be, okay, it's this one and then one more and then I'm done. Okay, this one right here. Why is it popular now to be spiritual? And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Why is it popular to be a spiritual person? And I see that stuff everywhere. Because I'm spiritual. I don't follow a religion. Like, I'm not a Christian, I'm not Muslim, I'm not Baptist, I'm not none of that. I'm a spiritual person. I pray to God. I have my own relationship with God. And I do other stuff as far as like I sage my house, I pray, I meditate, I do all of that stuff. So yeah, I consider myself a spiritual person. I consider myself an empath, a lot of stuff like that. But why is that popular to say now? I don't understand, because I feel like some of these people cap. I don't know. I be seeing that shit and I just be like, what? It's annoying. I don't talk about my spiritual side to people like just I only speak to people who I feel like let me give you an example. Like one of my brother's friends, I don't know how we got on this topic, but he was telling me about like he was like, I meditate. I don't know how we talked about it, but for some reason we started talking about it and I was like, you meditate? I was taken back because I was shocked. I'm like, because I if you see him, you'd be like, this nigga meditate. Like, so when he started talking about it, I started telling him some stuff and I started saying some stuff to him and he was shocked that I knew. And he was like, damn, you know a lot of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I be doing this, that, and the other. I was telling him, blah, blah, blah. I pray all the time. Sometimes I pray like a few times out the day. I'm like, I always clear my energy. I always talk, pray over my kids. I bless my kids and my boyfriend. I say prayers for him too, and my family too. Like it's a lot of stuff that I do. I meditate. If I don't do it once a day, I do it sometimes twice a day. Like I go into a meditation for 15 minutes. I do breathing exercise. I do all that stuff. I was telling him all that stuff and he was just like, but see, I don't talk about that to everybody because some people they don't understand it or they ignorant to like that type of stuff. So I don't talk about it. So I only say it to, if somebody bring it to my attention or they see something on me or whatever, they be like, oh, what's that? Or what you know about that or whatever. And then we get to talking and I find out like they on the same type of time. But other than that, like I don't tell people. So I feel like people be doing that just to be, I don't know, it's annoying. I feel like people be doing that stuff to just be, to pop, what's it called? To just, I don't know how I'm trying to say it. I just don't like that people be saying it or throwing it around like, I don't know. I feel like it's just getting popular to just say, oh, I'm spiritual, instead of just saying like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but that's what I think. I don't know. I know if you know what I'm talking about, you seen what I'm talking about, like, leave a comment down below. The next thing, like, I want to talk to y'all about, I'm looking at my laptop, is, oh, you know one thing that I hate, y'all? And it's going to be my last one. Oh, no, it's one more. I hate that. Why the hell all these girls walking around with these goddamn frontals with the goddamn baby hairs to their freaking eyebrows? I hate that shit. I just gotta throw that up in there. I hate that shit. I hate seeing the baby hairs down here to the eyebrow, like eyebrow here, baby hair. I hate that. Like, can y'all please? I hate it. They ain't gonna stop doing that shit though. They gonna keep doing it. And I wear wigs and shit too, but my baby hair ain't finna be down to my damn eyebrows. I hate that shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you wear yours like that, it's cute on some people, the ones that know how to do it right. But if you don't know what you're doing, stop experimenting. Let a professional do your shit, or you need to watch a couple more YouTube videos and figure that shit out and do it right. Take your time. Stop rushing, trying. I don't know. Y'all know I'm just talking. And this is my last one. And then we gonna get out of here. Y'all know I gotta do another video. I hate that me and my boyfriend talked about this last night. I hate that the people that the black people that's uncivilized, that make it look bad for all the civilized black people. Like, you know how people like from other races will judge us off of what they see other people do. I hate that shit. I'm gonna give you an example. I was watching this, I wasn't watching, I came across this post, and the post, I'm gonna give you just a summary, quick summary. The post was, it was a postal worker in another state. I don't know what state it was, but she was a postal worker, right? It's a white woman. The white woman wasn't delivering the mail to this man. The man was waiting on his stimulus check. So y'all know this was a while ago, but I guess he got sentenced. Ooh, excuse me. He got sentenced now, so that's why it popped up. But anyway, he was waiting on I guess 2 of his stimulus checks, because he was supposed to have one delivered and she didn't deliver it, and then the second one was coming around and she didn't deliver that one. And the reason she wasn't delivering the checks or the mail to this house, because they have dogs in the front yard. And y'all know, everybody know, this is just common sense. Postal carriers get bit by dogs and get chased by dogs and all kind of shit going on. So naturally, they're not finna deliver or do anything if they see a big ass dog in the front yard tied up, and they ain't finna deliver. So the article said that the lady, that it's been several, they've told the residents several times about the dogs, and could they tie the dogs up or whatever so that she can deliver the mail. And they were ignoring the shit or whatever the case is. So this day, the lady was delivering the mail or whatever. So the guy was waiting on her. And instead of this guy, he was young. He was like, I don't think he was 30. I think he probably was 30. He might have been 30, 29. I don't know. But anyway, he was waiting on her, and he confronted the lady. Like, he started following her and confronting her about why she don't deliver the mail, whatever. So she was getting away from him or whatever. And the lady, the mail carrier, turned around. I guess they was getting into it. She turned around and maced the boy, maced him in his face. And when she maced him in the face, he had a gun on him, y'all. Pulled the gun out and shot the lady in the chest. And I think she died. And yeah, she did die. She died. And that's what I mean when I'm like, why? That's unnecessary. Like, okay, it could have been, all of that could have been avoided. He could have just went up to the lady And this could have, like, a long time ago, he could have went up to the lady and tie the dogs up, or wait for the lady, like go up to the lady and be like, hey, what time around, or what time do you kind of like come in this area to deliver? Because sometimes, you know, it'd be the same carrier. What time do you deliver in this area? I'm gonna try to be out here to try to get the mail, you know, the dogs, or what, so you don't got to worry about the dogs. It could have been resolved in some other type of way. They didn't have to go to that far. So, and she also did not have to mace him. Like, I was like, why? All of this shit could have been avoided. She could have just gave that man his mail. That's why I was thinking in my head when I read it. I'm like, why didn't she just say, you know what, hold on a second, let me get your mail right now and I'm gonna give it to you. Some people just, I don't know. I just be like, why? What they head, where they common sense and shit be at? Where? Because all of that, both of those scenarios could have been avoided. She could have just gave him the mail, even though, yes, they've already made complaints, said the dogs be in the yard or whatever. She can't get up in there, but she could have also been like, you know what? I come at this time. If you out here, I'm going to give you the mail. If you see my truck, come to me and I'll give you a mail. I know sometimes it's not safe. It's dangerous. I get it. I understand all of that stuff. You can't be doing all of that. I get it. But if you know you're not going to deliver the mail because they got dogs or whatever, and he walking up to you and you know that's the man who live at the house or whatever, just why you just ain't giving the mail? And he ain't have to shoot her either. Now both lives is gone. That shit is senseless. And I'm like, those people, like those type of people, and I'm not just saying him, I'm just saying people that do stuff like that, like do senseless shit like that, that's in our community, it make it look bad for the rest of us. Then people be talking about, oh, when you see a black man, you gotta be scared. Like, that shit is ridiculous. Like, y'all, I could go on and on rant about this shit, but that's just a little scenario I just want to tell y'all. But anyway, if you like this video, like I said, you like the video, you like me, you like my vibe, whatever, you got to comment down on, I mean, you like my vibe, you like me, you like what I'm giving y'all, subscribe to the channel. Also, leave a comment on any of these topics that I'm talking about. Anything that you want to chime in and say, leave your opinion down in the comments. Be respectful, please. Be respectful, y'all. Don't be in that mug arguing with each other. Don't be disrespectful. Keep shit classy and cute. And I see y'all guys in my next upload. Bye.